I'm out here on beautiful Lake Lanier at the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Georgia. It's Labor Day weekend. Been out here since about 9 o'clock. Caught about 5 striped bass. Doing pretty good pulling lead core and running live bait with blueback herring on down lines and free lines. Seems like the free line with a split shot weight above the swivel is doing the best today. But what I wanted to talk to you about is lead core. Now, y'all know I'm in a native Watercraft Slayer 13 Propel. This boat is an amazing boat. It's opened all kind of opportunities for me to catch more fish and be more productive while out on the water. So let's just get into talking about lead core. It's summertime. This time of year, the fish are really deep. And you have to get your bait down to catch them 35, 40, 50 foot deep. That, in most cases from a kayak, precludes running or trolling artificial bait. However, our brethren in the powered watercraft use downriggers and lead core to get their artificial baits down to the what I call the strike zone, where the fish are hanging out and feeding. Lead core being the most simplest approach to getting your bait down. It's nothing more than a nylon sheath, a fishing line. It's a nylon sheath with a center that's pure lead. This allows you to get it weights it down and allows you to get your bait deep. Most lead core it's color coded, and every 10 yards is a different color, and this allows you to get your bait or calculate the depth of your bait based on the weight of your lure, your speed, and how much line you have out. So it's easy to tell exactly how much line you have out. I've read a lot of different formulas, and none of them tend to agree exactly on how many colors are let out, what speed or what weight bait it constitutes a certain depth. So what I recommend if you're going to run lead core is to get out on a slick bottom that you know the depth and troll it and experiment till you know exactly how many colors out with the bait you're using constitutes a certain depth. These fish, if you don't put your artificial bait within I don't know, 10 to 15 foot range, they're just not going to bite it. So therefore, lead core is a trick with the Slayer Propel. However, I would not recommend trying lead core with a paddle kayak due to the simple fact that you cannot maintain a consistent speed, and you'll probably stay hung up in the trees and spend a lot of money in tackle. I'm gonna flip my camera around and you can see here. This is a reel that's spooled with lead core. That's a 30 series reel. I recommend a 30 series because lead core is quite big in diameter and it takes up quite a bit of spool space. So what you do to set up a reel for lead core is you'll take and back your spool with a standard heavy or a braided line as a backer, and most lead core lines are about 100 yards in length. So you'll attach your lead core line to your backer with a very small swivel so that it'll pass through your feeder guide on your reel and the guides on your rod. Then you'll spool up your lead core, and once you spool up your lead core, you'll tie another small barrel swivel on, and you'll put about 30 to 35 feet of fluorocarbon leader, and then you'll tie your bait to this leader. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell how lead core works. It's one of those things that if you're in a Hobie or a native watercraft with the Propel drive, this is a tactic that you can use. People use it for walleye, they use it for salmon, and here on Lake Lanier we use it for striped bass. This is Walt with Tight Lines and Plastic Boats. Have a great day and catch lots of fish.